A decade ago, Jeremy Meeks was known as the Hot Felon. Here's what life looks like now. In 2014, a mugshot went viral. A local American police department had shared series of them online in a bid to highlight the number of arrests they made in connection to weapons charges. And one of those mugshots belonged to Jeremy Meeks. Within 24 hours, Meeks' photo had acquired more than 15,000 likes, 3,700 comments, most of which centered on his appearance, and the fame only continued to grow, with hashtags like Hot Felon, Prison Bay. Almost a decade on, Meek has walked in some of the world's most high-profile catwalk shows, fronted fashion campaigns, starred in movies, and more. As Meek said, recently I stepped fresh out of prison, federal prison, into limelight, and my life changed completely. Considering the life he had before that viral photo, Meek says it was a miracle that he made it to where he is today and lived beyond the age of 30. Meek said his upbringing was very, very dark. Both my parents were heroin addicts. I was a heroin baby. My dad committed a murder when I was 9 months old and killed my mom's best friend because he was looking for us, and she was the only one who knew where we were at, he said on the Wish Your Water podcast. Meek's father was jailed for murder in 1984 and was released in 2017. At 15 years old, Meek moved out of home, but soon found himself caught up in crime while living on the streets. He was soon sent to juvenile detention center shortly after being released. He was shot 5 times and beaten up by gang members. It was a cycle that would continue for some time: crime, violence, and association with gang life. Being in juvenile detention made me adapt to violence, he said. I didn't have that much education and probably read at a 5th grade reading level when I was in prison. One of my mugshots that was a very dark time for me, 2004, San Quentin State Prison, but God had other plans for me, and I'm so grateful. It's hard to believe how much my life has changed. In 2002, Meeks was charged with robbery and corporal injury to a child, assaulting a 16-year-old boy when he was 18. He served 9 years in the infamous San Quentin State Prison, a maximum security correction facility known for housing some of the worst criminals in America. At one point, a cell neighbor of his was Charles Manson. Oh my goodness. After being released in 2014, Meek again found himself in trouble with the law. He was arrested for felony weapon charges relating to gun possession and resisting arrest. Soon after his arrest, his mugshot went viral. Meek was jailed again and sentenced to 27 months while in prison. Meek began getting some 300 letters a day, people sending him money inside books, and even while he was incarcerated, Meeks said he received 45 contracts for modeling, movie, and management opportunities. I had never ever in my life seen a contract before. It was like trying to read French. Very overwhelming, he said to BuzzFeed. He was released in 2016 after serving 13 months. Overall, Meek had served 10 and a half years in federal prison system throughout his life. Soon after being released, further opportunities came his way, and he hit the ground running, signing a major deal with a top modeling agency. I'm in a place where I will be able to provide for my family and really change my life, he said at the time to local media. I never thought that everyone in the world would recognize me for my looks, so I feel extremely blessed and thankful. He has walked Millie Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, been photographed for numerous high-profile covers and campaigns, and has since starred in 5 movies. As for his family life, Meek has 2 sons. From 2008 to 2018, Meek was married to his wife, Melissa Meeks. Together they had a son, Jeremy Jr., and Meek also became a stepdad to his wife's first 2 children from a former marriage, a son and a daughter. In 2017, Meek was spotted kissing Top Shop heroinist Chloe Green around the time that Meek had filed for separation from his wife. In 2018, the pair welcomed a son together, Jaden Meek Green. By 2019, Meek and Green had split. He told Extra recently, "We're all co-parenting. They are incredible mothers." And for where he spends most of his downtime now, Meek said he chose to reside in Mount Chalo, Mocha, due to the country's strict paparazzi laws. Reflecting on his kids, he said to Hollywood Life, "My kids changed my life. As wild as it was, my kids slowed me down, and now they are my motivation and they are my fuel to what I do, why I do it. I am trying to change the generation of wealth. I am trying to change the generational curse." Meek said that he feels grateful to the judge who worked on his case, who urged the former felon to change his life. Nowadays, Meek is promoting 2 new movies as well as doing advocacy work for youth in foster care and incarcerated in juvenile detention. He also said on the What's Your Water podcast that he would like to get into the music, get into making music, alley music that relates to kids who have grown up similar to how he did. Sorry about the few mistakes. I don't have my glasses on. I did a lot of dirt because of the music I was listening to. It made me angry. I know how music affects kids, and I don't ever want to promote gang violence or drugs when I do music. I want to make sure it's positive. It's a positive message, and street without killing or badness. Meek said that he is glad he had time in prison to reevaluate his life while his image was going viral It scared me the whole time. I was telling myself that as fast as the blessing has come, you could fuck this up. You better make wise decisions, he said, crediting his supportive team for helping him deal with his finances and learn how to live a new normal. It was just crazy. I spent my whole life on the streets and now I'm on a photo shoot. It was hard to adjust. It's been a wild ride and I'm so grateful. That's a very inspirational story, and you just never know what God has planned for you. Um, he's blessed, and many others that are going through things and don't know where your life is heading. God has a plan for you. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to Rodriguez Jackson TV.